Well, Mickey, it's nice to be disappointed in a game like that of not actually getting over the line. You look at the 2 games last year when we played Middlesex, and it feels like the team's come on leaps and bounds since then.
Yeah, look, Henry, I'm immensely proud of the dressing room. I thought we were excellent over 4 days. I thought our skills were excellent. I thought the pressure sat basically in the Middlesex dressing room for after day 2, for the remainder of the game. We've asked our players, we want to play on the front foot, not the back foot. And we took that initiative and we played on the front foot for most of the game. So immensely proud of our performance. I thought we were outstanding this game.
In terms of kind of the match tactics and what you wanted to do with the leadership group before the game, kind of executed that plan almost perfectly.
Yeah, they did. I thought it was a really good wicket first and foremost. I thought Neil gave us exactly what we wanted. I thought the wicket was really good. We knew it was going to be a different game, a different brand to how we've played. We've played with our batting tempo has been very high, but we knew we had to grit it out and get first innings runs here to ultimately try and get them to follow on and put them under pressure on day 4, which we did. Albeit we just didn't get over the line. We did and executed everything that we prepared for leading into this game. So again, immensely proud of the performance of every one of the boys in that dressing room.
Just shows you kind of that scoreboard pressure that you can exert with a big first innings lead, make Middlesex follow on, and then again we saw a couple of close run-outs, the calamitous run-out with the runner with Leas, that things do happen when they're behind the 8 ball, and that's where you want the team playing, is on the front foot with a foot on the opposition's throat.
100%. That's how we want to play our cricket, and the belief that we get from that is massive. Our 2 spinners haven't bowled that many overs before in first class cricket under that sort of pressure on day 4. They will learn from it. They will learn from that experience and be better for it. But the way we batted, the Middlesex are a very, very good team. They're a very good attack. I thought the way we batted, a lot of patience, a lot of pressure, a lot of partnerships, was outstanding. And then when you get a big first innings score, things generally tend to happen. And on a wicket like this, where the ball is turning but it's slow, you'll go for periods of the game that are that sort of just meander along. If a batsman gets in there, it's quite hard to get him out unless he's trying to force the pace. So you had to hold your disciplines for a long period of time. And then when you got a wicket, you had a window of 20 balls because it was a tough wicket to start on. So we knew then for 20 balls you got to get in, you got to attack your opponent. And we did that. We did that. As I say, I get quite emotional because we also invested in Derbyshire cricket and in the project. And everything that I've ever asked the players to do was delivered over these 4 days. And I'm immensely proud of every one of them and the efforts that the guys have put in.
Just want to talk about 2 individuals who probably by their own personal values and their aspirations haven't had the starts of the season they'd have liked. David Lloyd, we saw in the first innings fall narrowly short, and then Zach with the ball. He's maybe not had the wickets tally he would like up to this point, but I think he was outstanding across both innings.
Yeah, look, both were, and I've never had any doubt on David Lloyd's skill, on David Lloyd's character, on David Lloyd's will to score runs. David Lloyd is a very, very, very good player, and I've consistently said that. I see him every day training. I see him every day turning in performances. I know where his skill sits. And he was awesome. I was just so happy for him, but so disappointed he didn't get that 100. But that's going to come. That's going to come. He's an immensely talented and a very, very good player. And then Zach. Zach's a quality bowler. He's been superb for us over a long period of time now, and he was probably a little frustrated that he hadn't got the wickets at the start of the year. But I think the thing for that is patience. As long as he keeps doing the good things right, for a long period of time, he'll get rewarded, and I hope that he saw that, and I hope he sort of reaped the rewards of a lot of good efforts. But I thought this game, I thought he really stood up. I thought he was outstanding. He bowled wicket-taking balls. He was constantly at the batsman. There weren't many bad deliveries, and his skill level was extremely high. So, very, very happy for Zach, because he got everything he deserved.
Caleb's had a good start to the season, but also nice to see when he didn't make runs in this game, people have stood up in the middle order. Martin Anderson scored another century. He's looking like a really good player that adds not only good balance, but also can dictate how you might want to tinker your team in changing, either stick another batter or another bowler.
Yeah, he does. He does. He gives us incredible balance as a team and as a unit. I'm so happy for him, because he works so hard, and yeah, he's a wonderful addition to our squad. He's a wonderful chap. And you know, to have him in our dressing room is fantastic, and he's a very, very skilled cricketer. You're right, he does add balance. He gives us versatility. He allows us to play the extra batsman or the extra bowler, and he's a luxury in any team. So yeah, I just think he's going to go onwards and upwards. We know his batting is class. We know his bowling's class as well, and he didn't get the opportunity in this game, but you know, he'll have to pick up the slack of some of our seamers in Cardiff, and I've got every bit of faith in him that he can do that.
And also a very good, safe pair of hands in the gully. Just feels like at the moment it seems like he's a ball magnet in there. Yeah,
look, he does catch really well. He's just a very, very good cricketer. So yep, again, Henry, I stand here immensely proud of that performance, and immensely proud of everybody in that dressing room.
Just head down to Cardiff, just a case of let the bowlers get their feet up, get some rest, and then go again. Yeah,
we got to go again. It's the last game of this block. As a team, we had set ourselves some realistic targets we wanted to achieve after our first 5 games, because then we go into a week off, and we've got one more to go, and we're going to have to dig deep. Our boys have put in a lot of time out on the ground. They've bowled a lot of overs. They've bowled a lot of overs at high intensity, but I'm very confident that they have the ability to go again. That's why we train in the winter. All those dark, cold days in the winter. That's why they're training, is for the ability to ramp it up again when needs be. So it'll be very, very low intensity now, leading up to Friday, and then we go again. And again, I don't doubt the skills at all, and I just hope we can replicate them in Cardiff.
Mickey, pleasure as always. Cheers.
Thank you.